Okay, everyone, I finished the painterly blanket. It's folded in half because I have no way to show its length, but it's about 4 foot long and it is beautiful. Let me push my bench in a little bit and I'll pull this back some and hopefully you guys can see. I am standing up against my refrigerator and that is the length of it. It is a beautiful, beautiful, warm, cozy blanket. It's done in the moss stitch, which I told y'all I was going to learn. There's the moss stitch. I love that color blue. Oh my God, that's so, and that peach, I love that. So anyway, this is Painterly Fireside. Or maybe that's flannel and this is Fireside. I'm not sure which. Two different Painterly yarns. This is anti-pilling acrylic and fawn, all from Premier Yarn. I did a skip, half double, skip one, stitch there to make the binding. So there we go. There is that blanket. So now let us go back to me. Okay, you got to see the blanket. I'm glad. Yeah, my hair. I just washed it. It's still a mess. I can't help it. And yes, I have Harry Potter hair. Yes, I am in a tank top. It is 90 degrees outside here in the spring in Georgia. Yeah. So anyway, folks, I want to talk to you about some things. I showed you the blanket I finished, and I've gotten a couple of comments from people as to why I can't get things done faster. And let me explain to you why I don't get crochet things done faster. A lot of you may not know I have 3 channels. Three channels. Yeah. I have the Life with Lady channel. I have the Gaming with Lady channel, and then I have a Twitch channel. I started YouTube as a gamer, not as a vlogger. The vlog came up because I was putting vlogs on my game channel and somebody suggested I needed to separate the two. That's why I have the vlog channel and that's why I have the gaming channel. So I did separate the two and yeah. So anyway, there, that's a little better. Anyway, it took me so long to finish this because I also game. Now, I don't know if you guys know what channels I have, but I have, like I said, I've got a Twitch channel called House of DeWinter. I have a gaming channel called Gaming with Lady. And then, of course, I have the Life with Lady channel. I started all of this, as I said, as a gamer. It never occurred to me to become a blogger or vlogger or whatever you want to call it until I started crocheting and putting crochet, planner, and garden stuff up on my gaming channel. And a very helpful person from YouTube came to me and said, hey, you need to separate those channels. That's why they're not getting the views that you were hoping to get. When I did, it blew up. The first time I put crochet on my channel, the channel blew up. So I basically leaned more towards crocheting, which this was not meant to be a crochet only channel. I have planner stuff that I do and I have gardening stuff that I do. And then I was going to do a chat thing too where I just chat with people and talk about current events and what's going on in the world and what I'm thinking and feeling. And of course we have to have our coffee. That is why it takes me so long to finish a crocheted object, is because I make other videos. Now, you're thinking, well, making videos doesn't seem that hard. A lot of people don't know what goes into making a video. So it's time that some of you learn. First thing you have to do is collect everything you want in the video, unless you're doing a gaming video. You have to have the proper equipment to do all of it. Meaning I have to have a recording software that will record and a streaming software. Now, luckily, I have both in one with Streamlabs. I can record videos and do streams using Streamlabs. Now, I didn't know that before, so I was using Action to record my gaming videos. That has gone, yeah, I paid a lot of money for that. So anyway, I have gone to Streamlabs to record my gaming videos, which works beautifully. It's also what I use for my Twitch channel to do my streams. Now, up until my friend died, I was doing Generation Zero videos where we hunted down reapers and or streams, and that was cool, and it was, you know, lots of people enjoyed it. But without him, I cannot begin to hunt down a reaper on my own. I can, but it would probably take me 14 hours to kill it. Yeah, they're kind of tough to kill alone. Soloing a reaper is not easy. So then after you get the video made, you have to edit it, okay, which can take anywhere from 15 minutes to 3 hours. It just depends on how intricate the video is, how many cuts you need to make, how many speed ups you need to make, how much little text boxes you have to put in, all of that. So it can take anywhere from 15 minutes to 3 hours, maybe longer. I've seen people edit for 6 hours straight. So, you know, it takes time. All of this takes time. So once you get the video set up and you get it recorded, then you have to edit it. Then after that, you have to make a thumbnail, which is a totally different piece of software. I use GIMP. I have an art director because I cannot use that software. I can't make thumbnails. I can't do it. So I've tried, and it's very, very difficult. Yes, I still have the blanket laying here. I tried. It's very, very difficult, and so I have an art director who is my son, and I can only get the thumbnails made when he is available to make them. So that can take a couple of days to a week, depending on when his off days are or when he gets some time off work. Now, on top of all of this, I have a house to run and a garden. So, on top of the crocheting, the editing, the recording, the everything else, I have other things that I have to do. Now let's talk about uploading those videos, okay? That's not that difficult. YouTube is trying to make it more difficult, but it's not that difficult. But depending on how fast or slow your computer is, it can take an hour or so for a video to upload. So if your computer is very slow or your internet is super slow, it can take up to 3 hours. I've had videos take 2.5 hours to upload. I have really good internet, and sometimes it takes that long for a video to upload. So then there's the garden, there's the weeding, the taking care of, the watering, the feeding, before I can make a video on that. And then, of course, there's the crocheting, getting the yarn, deciding on what you're making, finding the stitch. That takes time, too. The planners takes time because you have to set up the shots, you have to get the camera, and I had to buy special equipment for that because I needed an overhead camera that would look down on my stuff. So I needed that. So that cost me some money. And that takes setup. It takes a good 15 minutes up to 20 minutes to get that camera just where you want it for the shot. So, just so you all know why I'm not all that quick at making videos, I don't have the team or the time to sit, you know, I can't say I don't have the time. That's not correct. I have lots of time. I'm retired. I don't have the know-how to do some of the things that need to be done, so I have to rely on other people to do it. Which is not a bad thing. It's just that, like I said, I've gotten some questions as to why it takes me so long to finish a crocheted item. And that's because I don't only sit and crochet all day. I have other videos I make. Now, if you go over to Gaming with Lady, you'll see right now I'm working on RuneScape. Getting a level in RuneScape can take 3 or 4 hours of grind just to get that done. Doing a quest in RuneScape can take you an hour, if not longer, because you have to first get all the levels, you have to get all the stuff accumulated, and then you have to actually do the quest. Generation Zero, another game I play. I have to go out and collect, I have to go out and kill machines off camera to collect all the stuff to make the ammo and items that I use in those videos. That can take an hour a day, sometimes more. If I don't do it every day, then it takes more. Because then I have to do one gaming session where I'm 2, 3, 4 hours in collecting all the stuff I need to make the gear for that game. So, am I going to quit doing the gaming channel? Because that was suggested to me so that I had more time for crochet. No, I'm not. My hands will not go 3 and 4 hours crocheting. They just won't. They won't go 3 and 4 hours pushing buttons on my mouse to play a game. They used to, but arthritis is setting in. Cold and hot weather changes that. Now we're getting into the warm weather, so my hands are going to be working great. But during the cold weather, my hands are iffy at best. So, and that's, guys, why it takes me so long to make crocheted videos. It takes me a while because it's not the only thing I'm doing on YouTube. Now, I'm not complaining. Please don't misunderstand me. I'm not complaining. The only reason I'm making this video is because I have had questions and some not so friendly comments from people asking me why it takes me so long to make a blanket because so-and-so can make one in 2 days. I'm not so-and-so. It takes me a while longer. This blanket in particular, the one I just finished, took me almost, I'd say maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 to make. So, and it's not one of my best efforts. This is not one of my best efforts. This is one I was throwing together so that when I'm sitting in that chair crocheting under the air conditioner, I'm not freezing my butt off. Now, some of the bigger blankets I can actually throw over my lap while I'm crocheting them, and I don't freeze my butt off. In the winter time, there's a heater on one side of me and a window on the other where, you know, I try to block the air that comes in, but it doesn't always work. So, you know, sometimes I just need to be warm. Sometimes I'm old. I get warm, I get cold, I get warm, I get cold. Yeah. You'll find out when you get to be my age exactly what I'm talking about. So anyway, but this video was just to answer some questions that some people had about why I don't make longer, you know, why I don't get stuff done faster and all that. And that's why I'm very busy. For an old retired lady, I'm very busy. Now, another question I got is, well, you should be able to afford all the more stuff because you do YouTube. Just so you know, I am not monetized on YouTube. I do not make any money on Twitch. YouTube, any advertisements you see on my channel right now, YouTube is making the money because I'm not a partner and I'm not monetized. The same with Twitch. I am a partner, but I'm asking people not to give money to me on Twitch because I don't need it. I have a very good income, and the little bit of money you give me could negate my very good income, and I don't want that. I do this as a hobby, not as a living. I don't want to ever do this as a living. If I had to start doing this for a living, I would quit. I really would. It's not worth it. The work, the time, the effort for what they pay you, it's not worth it. So if you're thinking about getting into YouTube, unless you've got some brilliant idea that's going to go virtually ballistic overnight, I wouldn't bother. And that's the honest truth. I've got nothing against YouTube, but it's not as easy to make a living on YouTube as some of the influencers make it look. It's a lot of hard work. You have to get so many thousands. You have to have 4,000 hours of views before they even consider you. 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of view before you're even considered for partnership. That's not easy to obtain. Starting out, in fact, everything's against you starting out, and they've made it that way. I hate to say that, but that's just the truth. So, anyway, guys, just a short video. Well, this wasn't too awfully short. It's actually quite long. But I wanted to explain some things and answer some questions I've gotten lately. So, until next time, this is Lady DeWinter reminding you you're never too old to do anything you set your mind to doing. It just might take you a little bit longer than it does other people. Bye-bye for now.